On the third day, in the late afternoon, Shahrazad found herself in the third bedroom, looking over the balcony at the city, when she heard the king and vizier approaching.
Oh, all right, yeah, fine. Just raise everybody's taxes. Oh, hey, Shahrazad, how's everything going, babe?
Ah, yes, my queen. How is everything? I trust that you are finding your accommodations and treatment to be, most adequate? Oh, hello, vizier. Yes, everything has been going fine. No need to worry. Thank you. Oh, just fine, she says, with the threat of gruesome execution hanging overhead. Amazing.
Now that you mention it, I haven't had a wife last this long since Masood. Who was a fucking whore, by the way. But I digress. Shahrazad, what have you been up to? Babe?
Oh, kind of just cook a me day, contemplated, my imminent execution, did some yoga, had some lunch. Oh, I checked out the House of Wisdom, biggest library in the world. It was really cool. You should check it out sometime. Do you go there?
I don't need to read books. I already know everything that's in them. Besides, you should have been spending your days concentrating on what happens with that merchant in Ifrit.
Oh, yes. The tale of the merchant and the Djinn. That story does end tonight, doesn't it, my dear?
Yes, and when it ends, so does your life.
Insha'Allah, my love.
Insha'Allah, indeed, my dear.
My queen, the manifests of my office make me as much a servant to you as to my liege. If there's anything that you need, please do not hesitate to ask.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, Vizier, get lost, 'cause it's time for the king and the queen to get to sexing. Oh, and one more thing, Vizier. Don't forget to tell the executioner that tomorrow I'm feeling I'm gonna want to see some vertical impaling. Yeah. Let him know that, okay? Thanks.
Yes, of course, your magnificence and grace. I will get right on that. Thank you. And good day to you, my queen. I will see you in the morrow.
Man, I gotta say, that guy's been acting all kinds of weird lately. But I digress. Now that we're alone, how about you hop out of those yoga pants and show me that fat ass?
Shahrazad looked at the monstrous man standing across from her, thought about the 3,000 women that had come and died before her, and knew that despite all of her troubles, everything was going according to plan. As you wish, my liege. The sun waned, the moon waxed, and then it was the third night, and Dunyazad entered the bedchamber. Hey sis, your majesty, hope everything's good. Dunyazad, what's good, girl? Oh, not much, just chillin', Some of the girls back at the spot, totally miss you. What have you been doing? Is the palace chill? Does it have, cool spots?
Enough lady talk. I need to know what happens with this Ifrit merchant, now.
Oh yes, of course, my love. Let's get to the story. I have heard, O fortunate king, that when the third old man finished the story, he asked the Ifrit, "Now, Ifrit, do you mean to tell me that story about how this mule is actually my wife, in conjunction with the 2 other tales you heard, does not absolve this man of his blood debt?"
You know what? You're right. Nothing cures the murder of your child more than 3 good stories. You know what? I guess you guys are good. I'm going home. Peace.
What? Really? Oof. Okay. Well, my wife thinks I'm deceased, so I'm gonna go get fucked up for the next 3 days before I return from the dead and give her the good news. Peace, fellas. I'm out. Keep her contouring.
And as our man, the wealthy merchant, made his way to his plug, he passed through a lower-class neighborhood that he liked to not frequent and stay in too much. And in doing so, he passed a fisherman.
Whoa, I'm walking here.
Oh, my bad, my guy. I really don't want any trouble, believe me.
And with that, the merchant went on to his plug, unaware that something most extraordinary was going to happen to the fisherman. Okay, Shar, wait. What happens with this fisherman? What's this extraordinary thing that's going to happen to him? Oh my god, it's such a crazy story. It's even crazier than what happened with the merchant.
Crazier than what happened with the merchant? Alright, I need to hear exactly what happened to this fisherman.
Your wish is my command. I have heard, O fortunate king. Once upon a time, there was once a poor and elderly fisherman who had a family that consisted of 3 children and a wife.
Oh, father, I am so hungry. When will we have food? Starving.
Yes, when will we have food, Bartholomew?
After saying goodbye to his lovely family, our fisherman would leave his modest, rented, single-family home and set off for work. Every day, without fail, he cast his net 4 times. Then, he would head home. One day, he went out to the shore at noon and cast his net. He waited till it sunk down before pulling its cords together and finding it heavy. He tried unsuccessfully to drag it in. He took it by the end of the rope and fixed it to the shore with a peg. He then dived into the sea and pulled all the way down along the rope until he reached the ocean floor. It was there he found that the net was indeed full, and excited, he began tugging it all the way back up to the surface, where he would drag it back to the shore. He climbs out of the sea delighted, only to have that delight turn to despair when he found that the net contained nothing but a dead donkey. And to compound that, the donkey had put a hole in his net. Now, obviously the fisherman was saddened by this, but he remembered the old mantra.
There is no might and power except with God, the exalted and the omnipotent.
To which he added,
This is a strange thing that God has given me by way of food.
and then he sang,
danger, diving in the dark of night, give up. Your efforts do not win. Your daily bread from God, the fisherman rises to earn his keep. And there is a sea, and there is a sea, and there is a sea, with stars woven in. The stars woven in. The sky he plunges in. The sky he plunges in. Buffeted by wave, his eyes fixed on his billowing net, happy with his night's work. He takes back home a fish. A fish. Its jaw caught up on his. Prolonged hook. This. Prolonged hook. Fish is brought from him by one who spent his life out of the cold, enjoying his comforts. Praise be to God, who gives and who deprives. For one man eats the fish and another catches it.
And then, to encourage himself yet more, he recited the following lines.
When you are faced with hardship, clothe yourself in noble patience that is more resolute. Do not complain then to God's servants. You complain to those who have no mercy of the merciful.
After hyping himself up, he freed the donkey from the net and cast it back out to sea. He waited until it had settled and found it heavier and more difficult to move than before. Anticipating it to be full of fish, he excitedly jumped back into the sea. Again, he followed the cord all the way down to the ocean floor, where he found the net to be actually heavier and fuller than it was the last time. He struggled to pull it back up to the surface and drag it back to shore. When he got to the shore, he emptied the net and was disappointed when he found that all it contained was a jar full of sand and mud. Saddened by this, he recited the following lines.
Troubles of time, give up, stop. Even if you have not had enough. I came out looking for my daily bread, but I have found there is no more of this. How many a fool reaches the Pleiades? How many wise men lie hidden in the earth?
And then the fisherman threw away the jar, wrung out his net, cleaned it, and for the 3rd time prepared to cast his net out to sea.
This is wicked hard. Let's drop lines over here.
After casting his net and finding it even harder to move than the 2nd time, he fixed the rope to the peg and drove headfirst into the ocean, following the cord all the way down to the sea floor. When he hit the bottom, he found that the net was again full, and excitedly expecting it full of fish, he pulled it back to the surface and dragged it back to the shore. This time, when he emptied it, all he found was a pile of bones. Cursing himself, he looked to the heavens and started to spit the following bars.
No power at all over your daily bread. Neither learning nor letters will fetch it for you. Fortune and sustenance are divided up. One land is fertile while another suffers drought. Time changes bring down cultured men, while fortune lifts the undeserving up. Come death and visit me, for life is vile. Falcons are brought down low while ducks are raised on high. Feel no surprise if you should see a man of excellence in poverty, while an inferior holds sway. One bird circles the earth from east to west. Another gets his food but does not have to move.
Then he said,
Come on, God. You know I only cast my net 4 times a day. I've done this shit 3 times already and got nothing. I mean, a guy's got kids to feed.
So he casts his net again and waits for it to settle. And upon finding it difficult to bring up for the 3rd time, he fixed it to a peg in the earth and said the following lines.
How wretched is this kind of world that leaves us in such trouble and distress. In the morning it may be that things go well, but I must drink destruction's cup when the evening comes. Yet when it is asked who leads the easiest life, men would reply that it was I.
And with that, he dove into the ocean for a 4th time, pulling himself along the tightrope until he reached the sea floor, where he found the net to be even fuller and heavier than any time previous, and with great difficulty, he dragged it back up to the surface and brought it to the shore. He emptied the net out and found it contained a brass bottle with a lead seal. It was imprinted with the inscription of King Solomon, son of David. He wrote the Book of Psalms. Maybe you've heard of it. Now, naturally the fisherman was delighted to see this, telling himself that it would fetch 10 gold dinars if he sold it at the brass market.
Oh, wicked awesome! Oh, wait till I show the guys down at the harbor. But wait, what's in this thing?
He took out his knife and worked at the seal until he was able to crack it off. To his astonishment, a giant pillar of blue smoke emerged from the seal. He laid it on the ground and watched as it towered in the air and became a terrifying Djinn. Now this Ifrit was enormous, with its head in the clouds and its feet on the earth. His head was like a dome and his hands were like winnowing forks, and his feet were like ship masts. He had a mouth like a cave end.
All right, we get it. He's huge.
Bruh, I'm just reading the text.
Yeah, but you're kind of getting a little superlative, like you're in love with him or something. Not like there's anything wrong with that, but you know, come on.
All right, man, I get it. We're doing the whole postmodern 1001 Arabian Nights, very fitting. But let's get back to the story. This is taking a bit long.
Nah, genius. This is meta-modern. Trust me, I know. I parked my car in Harvard Yard.
Is it, though? Anyway, he had a mouth like a cave and teeth like rocks, while his nostrils were like jugs and his eyes like lamps. He was dark and scowling.
What the fuck? Whoa!
But the Ifrit was so wrapped up in his own shit he couldn't even pay attention to the motherfucking fisherman.
God, there is no God but the God of Solomon, his prophet of God. Do not kill me, for I shall never disobey you again in word or deed. Solomon, damn, man!
Hearing this, the fisherman stopped being shook and grew confused.
Hey, yo, whoa, buddy, chill. What are you talking about? That Solomon guy's been dead for like 1,800 years.
Word? It's been 1,800 years? Are you fucking with me?
No, dude, I'm telling you, that guy's been dead wicked long.
That son of a motherfucker. Well, that sucks. Well, guess what? I got some good news for you, fisherman.
Good news. Sweet.
I am going to put you to the worst death that you could ever possibly imagine. I'm talking full-on torture shit.
You gotta be kidding me. What's your fucking problem?
Ooh, yeah, that's right. Keep talking like that.
Dude, are you serious? I'm the guy that just let you out of the bottle. Are you out of your mind?
You know what? You're right. You're right. For that, I'll let you choose what death you want and how you want me to kill you.
Oh, well, all right. How about you not be a dick and not kill me?
Nah, nigga. Gotta kill you.
Oh, tough guy over here. What's got your panties in a wad?
Listen to my story, Fisherman.
You know, dude, between my wife nagging at me netting up shit all day, and you threatening to kill me, I don't really think I have any time for your
Know
bullshit.
this, Fisherman. I was once one of the edgelord Djinn. We reveled in doing all sorts of sacrilegious shit like eating pork and rocking foreskin. Word of this got back to Solomon's narc ass, and he decided to send his vizier after me.
Hey, yo, Vizier, Aesop, go get that bitch-ass, mark-ass Djinn that be eating bacon and rocking foreskin and bring him before me, yo.
You got it, boss. I'll bring that smegma applicable pork eating, no good doing Djinn in, no problem. You see? Kosher Action Squad.
Hut, 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 hut.
We roll out and re-roll deep.
Hut, 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 hut. That was some damn good pork and fornication. Hut, 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 hut.
Your delicious sacrilege will not go unrecognized. It's your time, boys.
So then Aesop brings me in front of the vizier to stand before him in a state of humiliation. Yo, Solomon, do you know what set you're messing with? If you don't know the foreskin Djinn, you better ask somebody.
Bitch, you think you affiliated? My nigga OTG will smoke you like baby back ribs, cuz.
Who's OTG?
One true God, nigga. Now this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna get kosher or you gonna get got. The choice is yours.
Hey, yo, fuck that. FSG don't fold. We stay rock solid, hardcore. Actually, I convert. 100% kosher. Bruh, what the fuck?
Hey, yo, cuz, you curse too much. You should meditate on that while you spend a minute in this motherfucking jar, nigga. And that's how we do. Now you sniveling ass informant, go take this jar and yeet it out into the motherfucking ocean.
You got it, boss. I'm on that motherfucker. So like that, my homeboy takes me out and just yeets me into the sea. For 100 years I stayed there, promising myself that I would give whoever freed me enough wealth to last him forever. But the years passed, and no one rescued me. For the next 100 years I told myself that I would open up all the treasures of the earth for my rescuer, but still no one rescued me. For hundreds of years later, I promised that I would grant 3 wishes, but when I still remained imprisoned, I became furiously angry. And I said to myself, I would kill whoever saved me, giving him a choice of how he wanted to die. It is you who are my rescuer, so tell me, Fisherman, how do you want to die?
Dude, you lost your marbles. That makes no sense. You have no reason to kill me.
Don't care. Gonna kill you.
Dude, I just pulled you out of the ocean, I let you out of the fucking jar, and now you want to kill me. Do you hear yourself?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna flay you.
We did them good, they did its opposite. And this, by God, is how the shameless act. Whoever helps those who deserve no help will be like one who rescues a hyena.
Your bars are weak. No, I'm definitely gonna kill you.
The fisherman knew that reason was going to get him nowhere with the Ifrit, so he decided to rely on his wits.
By the seal of Solomon that's on that jar, I know for a fact that you gotta answer every question I ask you truthfully, right?
I see you know your random Deus Ex Machina Djinn law quite well, Fisherman. I will answer your question.
Okay, Ifrit, here's my question. How big?
Morning now dawned, and Scheherazade broke off from her story.
Oh, whoa, look at that. It's morning already. You know, Your Majesty, husband, my brain is like fried as fuck right now. We gotta take a break. I can't do another lick.
Wait. You're gonna stop. Just like that. In the middle of it.
I know, babe, but look, I've been talking all night and my blood sugar is all sorts low. I need to eat something or I'm gonna pass out. Oh my god, sis, you've gotta take a break. After spitting a hot story cipher like that for, 6-8 hours, you need to recharge. Your Majesty, you gotta give homegirl a break.
Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Woman, you know damn well you have an impaling scheduled this morning. I feel like you're doing this on purpose.
OMG, my love, that is ridiculous. I'm just going off a standard story structure and pacing given the allotted conventional attention spans of modern audiences. Baby.
Oh, what was this question? What was the question?
Don't worry, I'll tell you tonight.
Okay, wait. Okay, everybody, just wait. Let's not start murdering people yet. We got
chill.
What?
No executing.
Okay, I'm here to do the executing.
No, relax. Not gonna execute anyone today.
Wait, really? I was just under the impression that you wanted an impaling, so I got the pole sharpened. I was gonna do this whole thing.
What is up with this guy? I cannot stand.
Okay, this guy definitely likes his job. That's good. But how about we take it easy a little?
Yeah, bud. Execution's been postponed one more day. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, so why don't you crawl back to your shitty little incel cave and we'll see you later. But we love your enthusiasm. For real, for real.
Yes, of course, Your Majesty. But hold up one second. Incel? Look at this body. There is nothing incel about me. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you definitely lift heavy stuff all the time. You're definitely not compensating for anything.
If you're implying what I think you're implying, I don't think this is an appropriate workplace conversation.
Well, considering you're not on the clock, I'm free to talk about how tiny a little pecker is as much as I want. Okay, everybody, how about we have a little timeout? No need for us all to get agitated now, is there?
Okay, that's it. That's enough, you two. Both of you. Cut it out. I have enough to worry about. Now, if you don't mind, me and the Queen have some business to attend to.
Of course, boss. No problem. Shall I come back tomorrow?
Yes, come back tomorrow. Keep that act sharp. We have appointments and everything. Now, all of you, leave us. The Queen and I need to freak.
Yes, Your Majesty.
See you tonight, sis.
Good job.
Yes. Good day, my queen. I will see you, inshallah, tomorrow evening.
Well, I don't know about you, but that scintillating story got me feeling kind of spicy. Let's get freaky. Let's get nasty. Yeah.
After spending the afternoon having some questionable relations with his wife, the king found himself distracted, too distracted to work. All he could do was think about what was going to happen with the fisherman and the Djinn. Thank you kindly, y'all. This is Story Stringer, signing off on Night 3 of 1001 Arabian Nights. I hope to see you at Night 4. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and consider joining our Patreon. Have a good evening.